I saw this gentleman wearing a Ted shirt. Yeah. Come this way, Sweetie, because we're in their alley. I mean, they're whatchamacallit.
Oh, I do stand-up comedy right at the house.
Oh, it's about you. Hello. Get the fuck out.
I'm trying to give them.
I know. Anyway.
Come on, laugh.
So what's your name?
My name is Adam.
Adam, and you are?
I am Topher.
Topher. All right. Where's the light? You're in a weird shed. Come this way.
Okay. What's your name?
I'm Kat.
Kat.
There we go. You're white now. All right. Where we go?
Nice to meet you.
Go ahead. Tell us about the bugs.
Okay. So, well, the TEDx talk was called "Look Insane." Should I look at you, Kat?
Yeah, you can look wherever you want to. Look at my boobies. Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
So I'm looking at your unks.
Yeah, exactly. I love my unks.
So, the TEDx talk was called "Look Insane, Be Kind, Talk Science," and it's about the 3 most important lessons to learn as a field
I'm sorry,
biologist.
I'm blocking people. Yes, go ahead. I don't want to be rude.
You know, because when you want to find the best bugs, that often entails like looking on private land or government land, and frankly, you never know whose rock you're looking under.
Right.
And so the best scenario of all is to not be seen, but the worst scenario of all is to be seen trying not to be seen.
Right.
You know, so you got to be able to come up really fast with an explanation of what you're doing.
Right.
And I've had guns pointed at me countless times. I've been apprehended by U.S. military, Mexican military. I've been followed by night vision helicopters.
Because you were on their property looking at bugs.
Well, it's impossible to look for bugs without looking suspicious.
Yeah, I know, because you're on your stomach probably digging
You're on
in
your
the
stomach. Lots of times you have a big knife or an axe.
Are you serious?
Well, yeah, because a lot of bugs live in like stems or
Right,
logs or something
right.
like
But
that.
you know what? I've seen like amazing stories about ant hills and like how deep they go, and they've poured. This one guy poured. Not concrete, it was like some
molten metal.
Yeah, and then it was like, okay, we killed all these ants so we could show you how cool and artistic their little hive was. And you're like, so you poured hot fucking metal on a bunch of ants to show us their. I mean, I don't know.
No,
it's like some alien comes to America and says, you know what? I want to see how these dumbass motherfuckers are. So I'm just gonna pour.
Them in molten
Let's just put them. Let's encase them in gold and have some fun. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, you were saying.
Yeah, I mean it's a tough call. There's a lot of sort of moral issues with that.
Right.
Something I've wrestled with a lot.
But a lot of the bees are dying.
That's true. A lot of the bees are dying, and
some people say it's Monsanto's. How do you feel about that?
well, so I mean, I think that is a possibility. They're saying that nicotinamide residues from Monsanto-based toxins at levels that aren't high enough to kill an insect outright are building up over time and killing the bees.
Not just that, and the towers, the Wi-Fi towers. I mean, for the phones. Because I used to shoot Dancing with the Stars, and in the alleyway, I would notice bees just dropping like flies around my feet, and I thought, this is very strange. And they were like dazed, and then they would just die. I literally filmed a bee dying. It was really quite sad. But all I'm trying to say is all these weird things are connected because we're not taking care of the planet in the right way. Monsanto's is running the show.
Yeah, it's
Fight the power, people.
It's really interesting, and like social insects, when you think about it, you've got hundreds, thousands, or even millions of bodies densely packed together.
Right, working together as a team.
Working together as a team, it's the perfect environment to like pass a contagious disease, however.
Interesting.
Yet, so often we see social insects with these incredible like barriers against that and who are thriving despite being close together. And
I never thought of it that way.
the one that we are cultivating for our own use, that's the one that seems to have the most problems. And so I wonder too if there's some kind of aspect there, like maybe reduced genetic diversity or uniformity of the hives. Nature's always trying to be different. That's the point, is never to be the same.
Right.
And the whole point of most businesses is to make the same thing again and again and again.
And make it cheaper and cheaper and cheaper.
So that's in direct conflict with what nature wants to do.
Wow, this is very deep. Yes.
I think that if we could make more real... I've had hundreds of ant farms in my life.
Right.
And the ants that do the worst are the ones in the most artificial nests, and the ones that do the best are the ones
creative environment.
Most replicate the natural surroundings.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. So I'm not down with them molting the ants. I just hope we can do more for the bees, because without bees, there's no pollination.
That's right.
And people just don't get it. You know what I mean? In our tech world, a lot of people just don't even understand and appreciate nature. So
Well, we're out there
maybe
spreading the word
Honeybee
now.
can help.
What are you doing?
I'm an animator, so we
Oh,
have a
cool.
TV show that we're.
Oh, good. Hey, they got a pitch.
There you go.
What's the TV show?
I don't know. Should we tell
We
them?
can't. It's a little on the download right now.
yeah,
Little on the download
yeah.
right
But
now,
it is scientifically based.
I love it. You know, I did Bill the Science,
Bill Nye?
not have sex, but
You didn't do Bill?
I photographed him and interviewed him when he was on Dancing with the Stars.
All right, that was
So,
recently.
yeah, a couple of seasons
I
ago.
have his autograph on it.
He's a very cool dude, but I love people that educate kids on young and people of all ages about science and stuff like that. So
That's the objective, to make it fun, accessible, where you don't know you're learning. That's the best way to learn.
That's right.
yeah, so
Can't say things like learning or brain use because that turns people
I know,
off.
and it could only be for 15 seconds because these
Right.
people are dumbed down and they have a short attention span.
That's right.
They're not my target audience. Yeah. So is your target age a certain? What's your age? Is it for kids or for adults?
Well,
Or
the best
both?
part about this kind of show is it's a show that children can enjoy, but parents will enjoy watching with them.
Good.
That's the best kind of show.
Awesome.
Growing up, you got a sense of pride when Dad would watch the show with you and enjoy it.
So is it? Do you have a actual network yet?
We've got quite a few connections
Pitches?
right now.
All right, good.
Quite a few things. We're doing. We got some actors. We got some voice. I do a lot of the voice acting.
Uh-huh.
We got out here, so we can't say anything just yet. We're gonna lock it up, but
No, that's good. Good for you. But like I said, I'm more for that kind of stuff because we need people to care about science and environment and make it hip. But there's in Egypt they had the scarab, the beetle,
The dung beetles,
Yes, but supposedly it would bury its eggs in poop, and then roll it around, right, and then move it to the sun or something. Am I getting my Beatles right or wrong?
Well, we've got all the right buzzwords down. That's basically right. So, like dung beetles are a kind of scarab beetle.
Right.
And what they do is they take bits of dung.
Right.
That, like from a cow or something.
Right.
Often they work as a team, which is kind of neat. They work as a parental unit.
Yeah.
And they'll fashion a ball of that dung. They'll roll it together, move it to a place kind of far away.
All right.
And there they'll bury it. And
Right.
they'll lay eggs on it. And the eggs will hatch into young, which they both help take care of. And the Egyptians used to worship these beetles, at least in part because they saw these beetles moving the sphere across the ground and likened it to the spherical sun moving across the sky.
Oh, how
So
beautiful.
They thought that these beetles were sort of godlike in their origin.
Well, they are. Everything
I
is
agree.
godlike. It's a particle of God.
even poop.
That's
Yeah.
right. Even poop.
Even shit.
That's right.
Shite. Scat.
Anytime I can bring scat into a sentence.
Yeah,
something
I'm
about
scatting. Da 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 da. Yeah, no, but that's cool. I never heard it's described like that. But that was very poetic. I also like poetry. I used to like Charles Bukowski
Oh, cool.
very much. But when you did that, it was really nice because I study a lot of esoteric knowledge. But I'm hip to the scarabs. But I used to have a necklace full of scarabs. But yeah. But I didn't know about that thing. I knew that they would. I thought that was Ben Affleck.
I know, right?
I was like, bye. Sorry. No offense. Thanks for helping the environment. Fuck you. I need Ben Affleck. No, just kidding.
No, my turn to interview him.
All right, bye. Trick ass motherfucker. Anyway, thank you very much. Your name again was
Topher.
Topher.
Adam Lazarus.
Lazarus. Wow, everything's rising. We're not
right, it
talking
is.
about his penis anyway.